the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the season kicking into high gear, glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson. Got the Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Our game tonight featuring the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For the 76ers, they come in off a win in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops too. And we get to see the Brow in action tonight. Scary that it's still so early in his career. Kenny, just how good can Anthony Davis get?
Well, he's
Look
dominant.
at that brow you got right there.
Oh, my.
Whoa,
I have a double brow.
Man, that thing has
a duo
taken on
brow?
a life
I have
of
a
its
double
own.
brow. I have a
Duo brow.
Yeah. It
It
does.
weighs about 14 pounds.
It's
doesn't
thick,
it?
though. It's thick, but it's a duo.
Anyway, AD.
Well, anyway, he's dominant in almost every aspect of the game. A big guy who can handle the ball. He can run the floor. He can shoot jump shots. He can defend. And he's a force anywhere you put him.
I want to see how smart you guys are.
Okay.
If he was a reptile, which reptile would he be?
Oh, a raptor.
Ernie?
If he were a reptile,
What would he be?
he'd be,
Taking too long, Ernie. He'd be a versatilian.
Ooh.
Team should be nervous of what he can do in 3 years. You like that?
Versatilian.
Versatilian.
That
like
is.
that.
I'm surprised that you've waited this long to break that one out. A
Yeah.
versatilian.
Dr. O'Neill, baby.
Okay.
Amphibious.
Kevin Harlan, it's all yours.
Hey, Chris.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against Phoenix. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2 guard to a 6'10 big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. In the early part of the season, Steve, if the chemistry isn't working, what can you do to try to fix that chemistry issue?
You know, obviously the general manager and the coaches, this is where they have to be communicating amongst one another, and they have to have a great feel. Because if it's not working, and this is where you have to look at maybe benching some guys or possibly trading somebody. But that's where communication comes in. You got to have it from management to coaching to players.
Players want to know, don't they? They don't want to be left in the dark. At least they want to know the lay of the land for it.
Most of the great organizations, the communication's out front, and that's what players love. They love the trust factor from management to coaches to organizations.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Moore the guards. Hill and Davis are the forwards. And it's Randall in its center. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Philadelphia. McConnell finds Simmons. The stupendous finish in traffic.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now here's Davis. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Simmons. No good on that one. Great D that time from Davis. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
New Orleans with the ball. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And you saw that offensive flow they got into, really maximized everything they do well.
What you try to do is dictate the pace, play to your strengths. They were successful at both.
Now Simmons after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Moore outside. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Randall, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Randall. Both free throws good from Randall. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. McConnell with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Redick surveying the D. Over Randall. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
Chalk up 2 there.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
Now here's Simmons. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Now here's McConnell. He's guarded by Hill. McConnell kicks to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons, and Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Simmons against Holiday. On the wing, Davis. Over McConnell. And Davis can't get it to go.
Stumbling out of the gate a little bit, just 1 for 4 so far.
And Simmons kicks to McConnell. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Pelicans ball.
Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. The 76ers third.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Steve, the Pelicans, a team that plays a very high-paced style under coach Alvin Gentry. Tops, in fact, in the NBA.
Kevin, as a player, you love playing in that kind of system. You know you're going to get plenty of chances and touches whenever you're on the floor. Pelicans have the personnel to make it work and play at a high-paced style game as well. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
He kicks it to Covington. Embiid against Randall. Embiid, the pass to McConnell. It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way.
Here's a look at some stats for Davis. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
That free throw good from Randall. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
He's off on the second. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He feeds it to Simmons. Embiid finds McConnell. And the shot is long. New Orleans leading by 5. Hill inside. Defended by Covington. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got his first basket.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
No good from Simmons.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
Saric is checked in for Joel Embiid. Here's Randall. 5 points in the game. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Simmons. Can they get it? Here's Covington. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
And Holiday kicks to Hill. Pass to Davis. Over Simmons. They get it back. Holiday. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Simmons dishes to Covington. Simmons inside the line. The rebound by Holiday.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And here's McConnell following the 3 from Drew Holiday. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for the 76ers. Fultz comes in for T.J. McConnell. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Payton outside, kicks to Holiday. And there's Randall on the assist by Holiday. 7 points for Julius Randle.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the middle, here's Saric. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Mirotic. The pass to Randall. Holiday with the 3. No good on that one. The 76ers trail by 8. Saric passes to Simmons. Pass to Fultz. Puts it up. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Simmons. Saric outside. Now Fultz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Covington's shot is off. Simmons against Davis. Outside Holiday. Back to Mirotic. 5 on the clock. The 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Now here's Chandler. Last time out he had 14 points. Davis inside. Simmons is there. Davis finds Holiday. Out to Payton. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What a beautiful play, and it was great timing. Then the athletic finish by AD.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Saric. He also had a big impact in that win against the Suns. Over Randall. That one off the back iron and out. New Orleans leading by 13. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Saric.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
He's off on the first. When you're evaluating players, Steve, as you often do, which mental qualities indicate a high probability, you think, of success?
You look at guys who can stay, I would say, locked in through adversity. You know, most of us are pretty good when there's no adversity, but the players that take it to another level, when you have things that are not going right, and they can stay mentally locked in through times when it's not going well.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
The shot's good. And so Payton will bring it up for New Orleans. 11-point game. Passes it to Randall. Pelicans keep it alive. Okafor kicks to Randall. Okafor trying to get open, and he's able to get it back. Over Saric. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
They've pounded the glass every time down the floor, and it's clear that they want to win that rebounding battle.
Pass to Mirotic. Randall outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And Chandler sends it back. There's the pass to Saric. He dishes it to Fultz. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Clark for 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Pelicans 4th.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
The 76ers trail by 11. Covington kicks to Saric. Now here's Covington. Defense right on him. Out to the right wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And how about the quick fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
Now here is Mirotic. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Mirotic. 9-point game. And Saric kicks to Covington. Now here's Fultz. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. It's stolen by Randall. From deep three-point range, and so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action after this word. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
New Orleans leading by 9. So for New Orleans right now, Mirotic out there with Okafor. Then there's Ian Clark. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. Payton against Chandler. Payton attacking. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The 76ers trail by 12. And here's Fultz. Down low. And it goes down 2 points. Fultz has got his second basket of the game.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Payton outside. Out to the right wing. Mirotic. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Covington passes to Fultz. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the energy of Fultz, impressive. Has an ability to nail difficult shots over an aggressive defense.
Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Mike Muscala, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Robert Covington. And that one misses. Smitty, there are a lot of funny guys that play in pro sports, and the NBA is no exception now and in the past. Who would you say is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Yeah, a couple guys, Kevin. There's some funny guys. I think one that stands out as far as just being a straight comedian, had guys laughing, was Ken Norman. And I think there's another guy that was extremely funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny, was Dikembe Mutombo. Some of the things Dikembe would say and do, it was just hilarious, and he wasn't trying to be funny.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hill's checked in. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Miller kicks to Hill. Pass to Payton. Hill against Johnson. 13 feet away. They grab their own miss. Passes it to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Payton outside. Three-pointer. And the Pelicans miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Redick finds Chandler. Fultz with the ball. Now Payton defending. Back to Chandler. Pass to Embiid. Over Miller. The 76ers with another miss.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And the basket by Payton.
Timeout.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
The 76ers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Moore's checked in. Fultz with the ball. He's got 6. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Okafor. And taken away by Johnson. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now, here's McConnell, covered by Payton. Now, McConnell. 8 points his last outing. Just 3 to shoot. From deep. Fultz, no good.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Moore. They lead by 7. Pulls it up. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Basket counts.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Now here's Payton. And the layup's good off the glass. Payton's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Chandler outside. He kicks it to Embiid. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Payton. He's got 7. It's Hill, top the key. To the inside. Here's Okafor, and it's good off the back rim and in. Okafor's got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Chandler outside. To the inside. Now here's Fultz. 6 points for him. Count the basket. Fultz has got 8 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Coaches are always talking, Steve, about finishing games strong. What does it take to be a great closer, a great finisher?
I think guys look at guys that can score the basketball and make plays under duress, under adversity. But I think also on the defensive end, where you have players and teams, and it's beautiful to watch on the defensive end when they don't miss assignments. Everybody is locked in, and obviously teams score the basketball, but you look and say, they made them score over the top versus giving up an easy layup.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons, to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
And Holiday kicks to Hill. Right through the D for the layup. Hill's got his second bucket of the night. The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Simmons. And here's Embiid. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Now here is Davis after the miss from Joel Embiid. And Holiday kicks to Hill. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wasted no time on that one. 10 points for Markelle Fultz.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Moore outside. On the wing, Davis. Outside, Holiday. Lets it go from 11. That's good on the jump shot. Holiday's got 9.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Fultz with the ball. He's got 10. Here's Chandler. Again, Philadelphia.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now Holiday. He picked up 21 points in their last win against San Antonio. And the rejection by Embiid. Now here's Fultz. Guarded closer. Here's Simmons. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Davis.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Okafor, the pass to Holiday. Another miss by Holiday. The 76ers trail by 3. McConnell kicks to Simmons. And the pass to Fultz. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And love the mindset of Fultz. If he has daylight to shoot from the perimeter, he shoots with confidence.
Now here's Moore. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Up top, Fultz. He's got 13. They now take the lead. Fultz has got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Back to Okafor. Embiid with the steal. Here's Fultz. And Davis sends it back. And they're able to recover. Fultz, no good. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Davis, here we go. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about watching AD with his size to put the ball on the deck and make a play going downhill?
And the 76ers call time here.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Saric has checked in for Joel Embiid. Robert Covington comes in for Wilson Chandler. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And then for New Orleans, Randall's checked in for Okafor. Mirotic comes in for Solomon Hill. And Ian Clark subbed in for Moore. Here's Davis. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
And stolen by Mirotic. Count that bucket. And that's now 9 points for Julius Randle. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Outside, Redick. The feed now to Saric. 6 on the shot clock. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Simmons against Davis. Rebound by the 76ers.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Muscala, he's checked in for Philadelphia. "20 seconds left here in the second. And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. From past the arc. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. And the Pelicans making a change here. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Redick. Here's Simmons. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Simmons got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Markelle Fultz was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they're not moving the ball enough, not getting enough assists. See, Ernie, that burden falls on the players and the coaches. Guys have got to demand unselfishness from one another. They haven't had a bad game, but the one-on-one strategy could have hurt them down the stretch.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Welcome back, folks. A glorious view of the lights of downtown Philadelphia, America's most historic city. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Markelle Fultz.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
The Pelicans trail. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's McConnell in at the 1. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. The Pelicans have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Randall. Both free throws good from Randall. Here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Covington. Redick dishes to Simmons. Here's Embiid, and he lays it straight in. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Randall no good.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
The 76ers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. That's good from Simmons.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Both shots good from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 4. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Holiday, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Good decision maker out of the pick and roll. Holiday calls his own number, rewards his team.
Outside, Redick passes it to McConnell. Kicks it to Embiid. Clock at 6. Here's Covington, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Covington's got the lead back up to 4 now for Philadelphia. Outside Holiday, down low, and stolen by McConnell. Redick against Moore. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's stolen by Hill. To the middle. Here's Randall. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 4. Covington finds McConnell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your 76ers, T.J. McConnell. At the line for 2.
That's good from McConnell. And so he hits both. Here's Holiday. He's got 11. Outside, Davis. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man. Last season, Anthony Davis took his defensive game to just another level. He was always a good defender, but he's starting to become dominant. With his quickness and length, he's just a menace on that end.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Taking a look at some numbers for Redick, how last month turned out for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Now, here's McConnell. Back to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Davis. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Davis has got 8 points.
With that great length, quick off the floor, AD rising above to knock it in from mid-range.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Covington kicks to Embiid. Covington against Hill. 4 on the shot clock. Right post shot, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points in the game. Moore right side. This one for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Simmons passes to Redick. Covington in the corner. Here's Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
And really, not much else you can do against Simmons. That close to the cup, this guy just too clever.
Here's Holiday. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
As solid as he's been, they're still behind. He needs help.
McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to Embiid. The shot's good. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
It's Hill on the wing. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And the 76ers with some changes. Johnson comes in for Simmons, and Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Robert Covington. Miller's checked in for New Orleans. Now, here's McConnell, guarded by Holiday. Outside for Redick. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. 3-on-3. Here's Davis. Holiday up top. He's covered by McConnell. Back to Davis. Over McConnell. And the shot is long. Philadelphia leading by 9. Redick for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Out to Miller. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. New Orleans moving the ball around. And there's the pass to Moore. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Drains the 3-pointer. Moore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Each Moore understands the game, knows how to execute his role, knows where to pick his spots.
McConnell finds Embiid over Holiday, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Randall, and a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. 15 points for Julius Randle. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Saric has checked in for Philadelphia. Markelle Fultz comes in for T.J. McConnell. And Redick kicks to Fultz. Drills it from outside. Fultz has got 18 points.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good, quality shots.
Pass to Moore. Dishes to Davis. Back to Moore. Over Sharich. Davis, the pass to Randall. Out to Miller. Another shot. That one, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Sharich with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Randall. Here's Holiday. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Chandler. Outside for Redick. Shot from the top of the key, and the shot goes in. And it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Sometimes there's nothing you can do to stop Redick. He'll nail those even if you're all over him.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Muscala, he's checked in for the 76ers. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Julius Randle. Mirotic comes in for Davis. Ian Clark's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Payton in for Drew Holiday. Here's Redick, following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Fultz kicks to Redick. Over Clark. The shot by Redick, no good.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
To the paint, it's stolen by Fultz. And here we go, Sharich, the fast break chance. Here's Chandler. Passes to Fultz. From beyond the arc, knocks down the three ball. Fultz has got 6 points in the quarter.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Payton outside. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 10. And stolen by Mirotic. Down low, and stolen by Redick. Now here's Fultz, covered by Payton. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Payton finds Mirotic. To the paint, got a piece of it. Okafor in the post. He's covered by Muscala. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Redick is in the corner. Six to shoot. And stolen by Mirotic. To the inside. Here's Okafor. Lays it up off the glass. Okafor's got his second bucket.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Chandler, the pass to Fultz. A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Robert Covington's checked in for Wilson Chandler. New Orleans also making some changes. Hill comes in for Darius Miller. And it's Drew Holiday in for Ian Clark. .112 left to play here in the third. Here's Fultz. Hill pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 10. Outside Mirotic. He kicks to Payton. Another one falls for New Orleans. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Another nice play by Drew Holiday, staying aggressive, scoring the ball at will.
And here's Fultz following the 3 from Drew Holiday. And finished off by Fultz.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
The fans really get their money's worth when they get to see him make plays like that.
It's stolen by Muscala. The shot off that time. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Okay, time now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Joel Embiid. What's the news, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Philadelphia let me know the status. And the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help this team down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
I mean, a devastating blow, to say the least.
So for New Orleans right now, Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Mirotic is the 4 with Davis in the middle. And it's Hill in at the 3 slot. Here's Saric after Ben Simmons' bucket. Inside. And it's sent back by Hill. Here's Davis. And the 3 ball is good. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds. The 76ers leading by 6. Simmons dishes to Redick. Muscala, the pass to Simmons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Feeds to Davis. Over Muscala. Again, the Pelicans score.
Playing inside out, AD is the guy to do it with. Tremendous accuracy in the paint.
Holiday against Redick. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury, boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
That's good from Simmons. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Knocked loose. Hill kicks to Mirotic. Floats it up for Davis. Šarić against Davis. Got that one up quick. Simmons got 19 points. Pelicans trail by 11. And here is Payton outside Mirotic. Back to Payton. Fires from deep. New Orleans getting another chance here. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Now here's Simmons. McConnell with it. Shot clock at 6. 4-3, Covington. The rebound by Holiday. Holiday's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside Mirotic. The kick out to Holiday. Shoots over Redick. And the shot falls short this time. The 76ers leading by 11. Outside Simmons. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
And the 76ers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Randall's checked in for New Orleans. Etuan Moore comes in for Payton.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Covington. Now McConnell. He's guarded by Hill. Now McConnell. It's Redick on the wing. A step-back shot here. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Randall no good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Holiday with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Redick. Down low. Here's Simmons. The dish to Johnson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here is Holiday. Inside, and stolen by Simmons. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Randall, good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
The 76ers leading by 12. And Simmons kicks to Redick. Off target from three-point range.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
And Davis puts it in.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pulls up, high post. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Here's Holiday. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Outside, Simmons. And here's McConnell. The pass to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Redick. Hill with some nice D. Pelicans trail by 10. To the inside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill. Philadelphia leading by 7. Timeout called the 76ers.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. McConnell finds Simmons. Now, here's McConnell, guarded by Holiday. Here's Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia. Pelicans trail by 7. Down low. Here's Randall. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
McConnell passes to Simmons. And Redick kicks to Johnson. Lock at 6. Redick against Moore. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Pelicans ball.
Sharge checked in for the 76ers.
In for the 76ers, Dario Saric.
Pelicans trail by 7. Moore with it. Outside Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Mike Muscala is checked in for Ben Simmons.
In for the 76ers, Mike Muscala.
On defense, New Orleans. Now McConnell. 6 on the shot clock. Redick against Randall. The shot by Redick, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Randall finds Holiday. Back to Randall. Shoots over Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 7. Covington with the bucket.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
Outside Hill. Launches a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now, here's McConnell. He's defended by Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
2 shots.
2 shots.
No good on that one.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. He hits the second from the line.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Outside for Redick. The second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hill's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Davis. Back to Moore. He dishes it to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Deep 2 from Hill. No good off the front iron.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
Now here is Davis. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
They needed that bucket. The aggression of AD when he senses a big moment, not something you can teach.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Holiday. Davis inside. Simmons is there. Simmons with the defensive effort. Pass to McConnell. To the inside. Saric. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 4 assists now tonight.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Now here is Davis. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter of this one. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
And slam dunk by Saric.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for Ben Simmons.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
J.J. Redick. That's his first personal foul at the line for the Pelicans. Edwin Moore. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10.
Edwin Moore gives you the production, but he also gives you the intangible. He plays like an older brother.
And so Moore nails both of them. Payton against Simmons. So Philadelphia wins it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.